Imagine investing all your time, money, and energy into something that's not going to pay off in the long run. Depressing, right? Recently, the value of education has become a topic of many. Students invest thousands of dollars into education to graduate and struggle to find a job. In today's society, college is no longer a necessity for success. Many college dropouts and even high school graduates are very successful without a degree, but the education they can get is priceless. Peter Thiel thinks otherwise. A college dropout himself started a program called Thiel Fellowships that pays college students $100,000 to drop out of college and bring their most ambitious ideas and projects to life. How much is your college degree worth? Only $100,000. In other situations, college degrees are essential for success for doctors, nurses, and other jobs in the health field. My personal opinion on this subject is that higher education is a way to better yourself. Not only can you get a degree in something you love, you get the education, and that experience is priceless. But I do understand that college isn't for everyone, and some of the other choices that are out there are great. I will discuss all the many views on college, why it's needed, why it's not, secondly, why higher education is needed for some jobs, why Peter Thiel thinks his foundation is the best route, and why his plan isn't, and lastly, someone income with a degree versus someone with just a high school diploma. Peter Thiel is an entrepreneur, the founder of PayPal, and investor in Facebook, a very smart man that's paying college students to drop out of school to pursue their dreams. According to him, a college degree isn't needed to start a business. In his opinion, he brings together some of the world's most creative and motivated young people to help them bring their most ambitious ideas and projects to life. But where will someone learn how to start a business? How will they know what they are doing? A degree in business can teach you all there is to know and more about the business, instead of just getting out there with no experience. In some cases, some people get lucky and come up with the next big idea, and they don't need a college degree. It might be a college student with the big next idea to make billions. This program can be a great opportunity for them. Mark Zuckerberg, for example, he is the founder of Facebook. Although he didn't attend this program, he was a Harvard student that ended up dropping out of college to pursue his dream of creating a social website. Fortunately, he succeeded. Peter Thiel stated, by the time students graduate from school, it may be too late for them to pursue their dreams. But someone could be missing out on a priceless experience. What if their idea isn't the next big thing? David Dahl, a professor at Duke and Stanford, is totally against this idea. He's concerned about the message Peter's foundation is sending out, that a college degree is worthless. But a college education is what will make these ideas and visions in companies. He even challenged Thiel's ideas, stating, what about the average student who may not have the kinds of ideas that would get them into this program? Don't they deserve the similar opportunities? He proposes that instead they can work to create more options for graduates, avoiding debt. A former Silicon Valley CEO, Bill Nelson, is already started with this plan. He received $25 million in funding to create online schools to compete with schools like Harvard, but at half the tuition. Someone with a college degree will mostly always make higher than someone with just a high school diploma and be more satisfied with their life, having a career instead of a job. According to the U.S. Department of Education National Center of Education Statistics 2012, someone with a college degree is more likely to have a higher paying job, making double or triple times more than someone with just a high school diploma. It's a well-known fact that you are more likely to make more if you have a degree, which in most cases leads to a better life. The advantage of college shows in massively unemployment rates. College pays literally and figuratively. Peter thinks otherwise. The rising cost of higher education and the burden of student loans can hurt your chances at success. According to Mr. Thiel, But most people who don't have a college degree are more likely to work dead-end jobs, making minimum wage, living paycheck to paycheck. But some jobs students get after college isn't enough for them to support themselves and pay back their student loans. Mr. Steele also thinks that you don't need a college degree to start a business or change the world. But if you have a college degree, you will have experience in the field you want to pursue. But in rare cases, someone could possibly come up with a great big idea and become the next billionaire. But what if they don't? What will they have to fall back on after dropping out of college? I personally think a college degree is priceless. Not going to college was never an option for me. A college degree can open up so many doors. You can get a job doing what you love, not just a minimum wage job. You ever heard the saying, get a job doing something you love and you'll never have to work another day in your life? That's my plan. Although school isn't for everyone, some people choose to work at places where you don't need a college degree, and that's great for them. I think Peter Thiel's idea isn't bad at all. In fact, it could be a great option for students that don't want to attend college. And some student may have the big, great idea that needs to be pursued. But I don't agree with Mr. Thiel about the amount of debt students graduate with can hinder their success, because they got a degree in doing what they love and a great job out of that education. So paying the loans back wouldn't be that hard for them. I also agree with Van Velt Waterdew. They could possibly come up with an idea for students who don't have the next big idea. A plan for students to walk away from debt as the government lets business do. Mr. Waterdale agrees that the cost of education is increasingly high, which I also agree with. He believes no young person should skip out on a college experience and not get the education. You gain valuable social skills, learn how to interact and work with others, how to compromise, and they learn how to learn. I think overall college is a wonderful investment. You can learn so many different things and possibly learn life lessons. I would encourage anyone to attend college. It's like no other experience you will ever have. You know way more than a person trying to start a business with no experience. But if college isn't for you, there's many other paths you can take. In conclusion, although college causes a lot of debt, Peter Thiel is paying students to drop out and pursue their dreams. The education is priceless. You're more likely to get a better job and have a better life. In other circumstances, Peter's foundation isn't such a bad idea. It could be a great outlet for someone, actually, but if you're willing to risk it. But are you willing to risk it on your education? Vivette Waterdale proposes gradually to come up with another plan for kids without a great idea, to eliminate some of the debt for college students, to even start up schools that could compete with top lead schools such as Harvard with half of the cost. Everyone should at least have the opportunity to go to college. I think Waterdale's idea is great. It opens to all students, not just students with great ideas. So ask yourself, what path would you take? Are you willing to risk it all, drop out of school, and try out your ideas? Or would you rather get an education that could lead to a better job and a higher income that increases annually? All of these possibilities were great ideas. It depends on the person and what they want to do in life. But a college education is invaluable, and you will learn so much no matter how much it costs. In my opinion, I wouldn't trade this experience for the world, because you learn so much more than just book material. You learn life skills also. There really isn't a price on education, because you get a job doing what you love to do. The experience and the things you learn are priceless.